Okay, so for the eye look today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And the reason why I'm using this palette is because I did get a request to do this eye look, but also I thought it was appropriate for the nighttime because, you know, I want the eye to be smoky and blown out. So I think the eye look that I did on the previous video would be perfect for a nighttime look. Maybe just blowing it out on the lower lash line just a bit more because I didn't apply any eyeshadow in the lower lash line, so you could do that to make it more dramatic, which is what I'm going to be doing. And also I already have my base on. I already have my foundation, concealer, eyebrows, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you guys what I do to contour and bronze up my skin in this video as well, and using some new products that I mentioned in my haul. So if you guys want to see it, then just keep on watching. Now I'm going to go ahead and use two shadows from this palette. I'm using Puree and Summer Yum, which are these two right here. Sorry for my nails, I'm going to get them done today. So yeah, I'm going to say sorry just right now because they look so nasty. So again, I'm using Puree and Summer Yum. I'm going to use Puree first, which is this Puree. I'm going to use that first with the with the Morphe E27 brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this onto my crease. So what I do to apply it on my crease, I look down and then I just blend it into my eye because I do have hooded lids. So it's kind of difficult to map out my crease sometimes. So just applying that onto my crease area. The reason why I'm applying both shades is because it's going to give you that nice gradient effect. So yeah, just applying that onto my crease. Okay, next with the Sonia Kashuk brush, this is the number 109 brush, which is a blending brush. I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum, which is the one I mentioned that I was going to use, and also apply that onto my crease. So I'm taking that shade and applying this to my crease. This is more of a warmer brown, so it's going to make that crease pop even more. Okay, next I'm taking the Master of Beauty eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be using the shade White Peach, which is this white matte shade. And I'm going to take that with that brush and apply this underneath my brow bone just to like fix any mistakes that I probably made. Like I probably blended it too high, and also give my brow bone a nice highlight. Okay, so for the other look that I did on my previous video, I just applied the shade Luscious, which is this one right here on my lid, and I just called it a day. But since this is a nighttime appropriate spring look, I'm going to use this shade Charmed, I'm sure, just to deepen up that crease just a bit more for more definition and also a little bit more dramaticness. So I'm going to go ahead and take just a blending brush. I'm going to use the Sedona Lace EB09 brush. I'm just going to wipe off any of the product that was there and take that shade Charmed, I'm sure, and just take a small amount and just apply that more onto the crease. You could apply this on the outer crease, but applying it on the crease kind of makes my eye look a bit more whiter to me, so I'm just going to apply it there. Next, I'm taking an eyeshadow brush. It's just a Sigma E50, I think. Yeah, it's a Sigma E50, and taking the shade Luscious from the Too Faced palette and just going to apply it onto my lid. It's such a beautiful shade. I'm going to go ahead and spray some Urban Decay All-Nighter spray onto my brush, just a tiny bit, and just take some of that, what is it called, Luscious? Yeah, Luscious eyeshadow, and just take a little bit and just apply it more on my lid, just to intensify that color. And taking that Morphe E27 brush and just blending it out with no additional product. Okay, so the makeup should look like this. You could leave it like this or apply a wing liner. I don't remember if I apply a wing liner, but I think I am, just to intensify the eyeshadow even more. but not the eyeshadow, the look even more. I'm gonna take this concealer brush from Sigma and take the shade Nectar, which is right here. It kind of reminds me of MAC Nylon. This is a bit more peachier, so I'm gonna apply that onto my inner corners just to give me a nice highlight. And it gives you such a beautiful highlight in your inner corner. Okay, so once you're done with that, you could go ahead and do your wing liner and whatnot, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my face right now. So for my face, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Contour Kit and the Ita brush from NARS. I'm gonna take the shade, I think, Fawn, which is the gray tone in this palette. I'm gonna take this one right here and just apply it with my Ita brush and just apply it where the hollow is. As you can see, I have a natural hollow to my cheekbone. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that shade onto my face. Next, I'm using the Morphe E53 brush with the Kiko Cosmetics 102 bronzer that I just recently hauled. And I'm gonna go ahead and just bronze up the face. So just taking a little bit, taking off any excess, and just bronzing up the face. Next, I'm going to be applying blush and using the Apricot blush from H&M. I'm going to be using the MAC 129 brush to just apply my blush. And for my eyeliner, I use the NYX liquid liner in matte black. And for mascara, I use the new Kiko Extra Scope Volume Mascara. And I don't know, it's okay. I don't know yet. I have to play around with it. But I did haul that in my video. So yeah, don't know. So next I'm gonna do my lower lash line and finish off my lips. But for this look, you don't need a wing liner if you don't want to. So the reason why I did a wing liner is because I personally like it for the nighttime or even in the daytime. But I feel like if you want to go out for the nighttime, a wing liner is like a go. Like, you need a wing liner. You don't need to have a wing liner. It's personal preference. I personally love wing liners, so I always tend to go for a wing liner. This look does need lashes, but I don't have any lashes. I finished all of them. My last pair were the 615s from Salon Perfect, and they're missing. So yeah, so if you have lashes, put those suckers on, but I don't have lashes, unfortunately, so I can't put them on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line and use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner in the shade Perversion, which is black, and apply this on my lower lash line. What I like to do is just start off with one eye and then work my way to the other eye, because sometimes I feel that these kind of liners dry out fast, so it's kind of hard to blend it out. So I like to do one eye at a time. Again, do you, girl? But yeah, I just do one eye at a time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this liner and line my lower lash line. I feel like these Urban Decay liners glide on so nicely. So as you can see, it's very intense. So what you want to do is get a smudger brush. I'm using an E21 from Sigma and smudging out that black liner. So I'm using the shade Summer Yum and Puree again. Okay, once that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara into my lower lash line. Again, using that Kiko mascara. The wand is pretty big, so I don't know if it's going to like ruin the bottom part. Hopefully not. So just applying some mascara. Next, I feel like doing an ombre kind of look. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this new cosmetics line that I've never really heard of. It's called Para Mi Forever Lips Matte Liquid Lipstick. I don't know if Para Mi is in Santa Ana. So if you live in the Santa Ana area, I would recommend checking it out. It is a makeup company and it's called Para Mi. So it's really, really cute. Kind of reminds me of the Hourglass liquid lipsticks. So this is in the shade Sugar Plum. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this and apply it onto my lips. I did have some chapstick on. I'm just gonna remove some of it. I'm gonna apply this liquid lipstick on. So to be honest, you could leave it like this, but for some people it might be a bit too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply Stila Bellissima, and I'm gonna apply this into the center of the lips, just to give it a little more lighter effect and a little ombre action going on. So kind of go like this, and then get your finger and blend it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!